Oh, yes, show me the champion of light. I can't believe I got the lyric. Anyway, whatever. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this Dragon Ball Sparking Zero major update. Tomorrow, the 12th of December, 2024, not 2014. I keep saying that for some reason. I'm still under the weather, whatever. We are getting the first major patch update for Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. Super quick before anything else happens. This is coming out tomorrow. It'll be a new version update. Very quickly, if you haven't already, I don't know if they're going to change this. This mission in Goku's story in Sparking Zero, when you repeat this, you get 300,000 Zenny. I don't know if this was an oversight or a mistake, if they maybe added 1 or 2 or even 3 extra zeros. Hopefully they won't change this because it's just like such a cool thing. I mean, it is from the most iconic battle in all of Dragon Ball, right? Super Saiyan Goku versus Frieza. So just do this. It's this mission here, Super Saiyan Goku Awakens. You can do it on easy mode and you get 300,000 Zenny per rerun. It takes a minute, if that, to do. Just in case they do decide to change it, I don't think they will at this point, but they technically could. So do this maybe a couple of times, because if they do change it, then, well, it's been changed, right? You won't be able to do it again. And also, super quick note, it looks like there's not going to be a Xenoverse raid this week, because it's normally the Wednesday, for the most part, where they update the site. You can see here they updated it to say that not the Vegeta raid, but the June raid. So not the raid on right now, the one before it. Apparently some sort of issues with rewards not being given out. I don't know. So if you didn't get the rewards, stay tuned. Anyway, let's go over the Sparking Zero patch notes coming out. Well, we have the patch notes. And yeah, so that said, free update for Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, new features and adjustments. Let's zoom in. Actually, should we or whatever? Okay. Latest update details for Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, new features, battle system adjustments, and more. I don't think absolutely everything is listed here. It's just like the highlights and like the things that, you know, we want. Due to the update release, maintenance will be conducted from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. CET. This is Central European time. So Google what this is. Google what this time here in Central European time is in your local time zone. I think in PST it's at midnight. So I think on the East Coast it's 4 or 5 a.m. In the UK it'll be 8 to 10. So just keep that in mind right there. And it's only ranked matches and the custom battle world library where the maintenance is going to be affected. Well, that's going to be affected by the maintenance. So player match will still work. I think world tournaments will still work, but it's just ranked matches to ensure a more enjoyable gameplay experience in Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. Please make sure to apply the latest update file. It should come automatic. If not, just click on update history or click on check for update and it should download. And also, to make sure you enjoy this video, leave a like. Okay, game mode adjustment battle. Oh yeah, okay, this is going to make so many people happy, and I think because of the backlash or like the feedback they had during like the summer, or like spring and summer when people got to first play, this is why I think we're getting this now. All stages are now available in offline Player 1 versus Player 2 battles. As of right now, the only stage that can do this is the Room of Spirit and Time, also known as the Hyperbolic Lion Tamer, the Hyperbolic Time Chamber. So yeah, every single stage that's available will be available offline, so you and a buddy can do local couch, co-op, or not co-op, like fighting. That's all good right there. So again, this doesn't really, look, I'm whatever with this, like I'm glad it's been added. It's whatever. Cool. Functionality adjustment, battle setup. A function allowing you to change a character's display method has been added. The my sets function has been added to team members. I don't know what this means. I mean, I guess we'll find, unless you can like pre-save teams. We'll have to wait and see. Ranked matches / player match, you can now I didn't see this. Oh, thank goodness. You can now skip the intro battle animations, but it does require both players to input the skip command. Okay, that's fair. That makes sense. I'm glad they're adding this because after, and I did mention this in another video, well, from like a few weeks, like a month ago, in Sparking Zero. By the way, in the comments, leave your suggestions for the Each Time I Win series for Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, and maybe even Xenoverse, but it's definitely for Sparking Zero. I think coming up will be Super Saiyans get stronger, Earthlings get stronger, the Z Fighters get stronger. We'll have to wait and see. Maybe Goku gets weaker. We'll have to wait and see right there. So I'm glad that they've changed it so you can now skip that, because after a while it did become just a little bit tedious. In Play Match, you can now set your team to hidden or revealed to your partner when editing your team. Cool. Custom Battle Mode, text can now be sorted alphabetically. This needs to be in Xenoverse for like skills, right? Like, I know Gadget Gun is towards like the top middle, but if you can filter it by whatever, that's neither here or there. Options. You can now set the battle camera distance to be closer. This is in custom battle, so that's cool. Battle system adjustments, high speed, damage dash. It's a new action. This is a new thing, I think. This new movement, high speed Dragon Dash, where you move quickly towards your opponent, has been added. Perform with R2 and holding X on PS. Okay, so that's. Okay, that makes sense. So I just picked up my DualSense. So I was like, okay, yeah. Or the right trigger and holding A on the Xbox Series X and Xbox Series S. And on PC, you'll just be whichever one you're using. Yeah, so a GIF came out, or not came out. They've, I think it's of Broly doing it, or someone. Where, like, you can definitely tell, and I'm not saying this to like throw shade or anything, you can definitely tell at this point that Sparking Zero, and this might not be a surprise to say, but Sparking Zero wasn't completed. Like, people are saying, I think Slow posted saying that, oh, Sparking Zero is releasing tomorrow because of this massive patch update that's coming out. Smash attacks. You'll no longer be stunned when being hit by a rush ki blast when charging a smash attack. When charging a smash attack during a rush attack, charge time reduction based on hit count has been increased. Rush ki blast, the time between being able to fire the next rush ki blast after firing the maximum consecutive amount at once, and this is different for each character, I think Vegeta's got more, has been increased. That's quite good there. Ki blast, sorry, rush, no, try it again. I'm actually really excited for this. Rush ki blast deflection, you can now move while deflecting rush ki blast attacks. Okay, I could have sworn you could. That's not like for like super attacks. It takes two things, I think. No, it's just basic ones. Okay, whatever. Steps. You will no longer be able to hit certain attacks immediately after performing a step. I think this is to maybe stop or reduce infinites. I'm not entirely sure. Rush ki blast and smash ki blast can now be evaded. Z burst dash, the amount of ki consumed when activating it has been increased. Burst smash, ki will no longer be consumed when activating it and instead consume an amount based on the distance traveled. So that's making it more proportionate, I guess. Quite nice. Blast, damage has been increased when using a boost. Z search. This is when you like to try and lock on, I believe. Z-Search will no longer lose track of your opponent when characters are swapped. This is, of course, for team matches. Actually, I think this is how it works in the story mode, but I don't think they did it for online against other players. I don't know. I'll have to test it. You will now quickly regain sight of your opponent if they enter your line of sight from the front when Z-Search is not locked onto them. Okay, that's how it should have worked from the beginning, let's be fair. So if they're literally right in front of you, I don't know if that's going to work for things like Solar Flare or what have you. So if it's also going to work for Solar Flare, use it or what have you, then maybe go around your opponent, pause, go behind them, pause, so they can't look onto you unless they manually move their camera and the character, right? Z-Counter, the input window has been shortened. Z-Counter will become more difficult to perform if performed consecutively. Okay, so it's basically like the more that you do it, the harder it's going to get, right? Well, why did I say that? That's literally what it says. Can I zoom? Calm down. Shall I zoom in a little bit? Cool. Key consumed has been increased when successfully performing a Z counter. Skill counts, increased speed has been reduced when successfully performing a Z counter. Revenge counters, here we go. Oh, okay. I didn't see this earlier. Skill count consumed when using perception. Oh, okay. Skill count consumed when using perception against revenge counter has been reduced from 2 to 1. Okay. That's going to be an interesting thing to notice, I think. Oh, that's going to be interesting what people are going to do with that. Rush attacks during sparking mode. Gradual damage reduction for consecutive hits has been increased. So that's like if you go in Spark and just click square, that's going to be interesting as well. Okay, so for combos, the final attack of aerial combos and aerial slash combos will no longer be interrupted by guarding, character switch, so in team matches, health recovery rate, and standby characters has been reduced, so that's going to basically stop people from abusing, you know, like just switching out and just, well, I mean, it's not really abusing because you have to still have to not be trash, basically. Z Burst Dash for giant characters. The tackle done by giant characters during Z Burst Dashes is now guardable. Yeah, it wasn't before, and it was kind of annoying, especially with Janemba, I think. So, okay, now this is a bit more the juicy stuff. So this is for specifically now skill adjustments. Skills that cause instant sparking mode. The skill count consumed has been increased. It doesn't say by how many. I think some of them were either 4 or 5, so they're now going to be at least 5 or 6 each. So these are skills like the power up to the very limit. There's like other ones as well, like that are character specific in terms of the names. Yeah, so instant sparking has essentially been nerfed. Good. Skills that increase stats in general. Skill count consumed has been decreased. Okay, this one's going to make a lot of people, myself included, quite happy. After image strike. The effect duration has been reduced to 10 seconds and will be removed if your opponent uses perception while you are under the effect. So when you know your opponent's gone for it, just click circle, right? And then you're toasty for like, just like be chill for 10 seconds and you're fine. False courage has been increased from 1 skill count to 2. I don't know if this was... Actually, is this how they was basically abusing androids? Like, that doesn't sound right. Well, calm down. In like the qualifier stuff, like the world tournament, and then just flying away. If so, I don't think this is going to do much at all. I don't think it is. Okay, the technique, all I need is 5 seconds, which is Super Saiyan 4 Goku skill. The skill count consumed has been increased from... Hold on. The skill count consumed has been increased from 3 to 2 and... the skill count consumed has been increased. I think that means to say decreased. Why can't I read this? Skill count consumed has been increased from 3 to 2. I think it means to say decreased. And status increase upon activation has been increased. That doesn't make sense. Stardust Barrier, you can activate it while receiving melee attacks from the front. Blast adjustments. Long range blasts and ultimate blasts, the speed has been reduced. So I think this is going to be more noticeable maybe for Mid Goku's Spirit Bomb. We'll have to wait and see. Super Vegito's, man, Super Vegito's got a massive nerf in this update. Final Kamehameha's been, the key's been increased, and After Image Strike's been nerfed. Okay, Super Vegito's Final Kamehameha, key consumed and damage has been increased. Mini Goku, this is Goku from Dragon Ball Daima. The trajectory can now be changed while rushing. So when you go for the attack, you can like move the left analog to move it slightly. I think that's what it means. Hercules Present Bomb, increased ending lag after activation. I don't think he needed a buff, but okay, I'll take it. Character adjustments, Android 19 and Dr. Gero, also known as Android 20. Health/key amount absorbed on successful throw has been increased. Dragon Dash, Quick Ascend, and Quick Descend now consume key. Yeah, you think? Like, of course. If you guys don't know why this is such a big deal, it's because in the, I think it's the French qualifier, people were using either Android 19 or Dr. Gero, and they were just doing damage so they would have more health, and then they were just running away because at the time, and even right now before this update comes out, it wouldn't take any key to just run. So you just run away, literally just run away. That's all you had to do. Yeah, it sucked, but now them doing this now, like this has happened like they've done this just because of that. I'm telling you right now, it's not because it's a mistake that they realize, it's because of people just flat out abusing this. Second form cell, you can now escape the throw. Okay, Cooler, I don't know if this is like fourth form or final. It's certainly not Metal Cooler, I don't believe. Oh, I'm saying I did read this one earlier. I don't know why I just ignore that. Okay, so Cooler, when you're transformed into final form Cooler, the amount of health restored upon transforming has been increased. And for giant characters, increase the time it takes to charge a smash attack and reduce its power. I think this is because of how powerful Aniraza is. So yeah. Great Tape Vegeta and Dr. Wheelo, maximum health has been reduced. I don't know if that was necessarily needed, but okay. And other, we have improved performance and ease of use, and this is just like whatever. So yeah, there are also other things as well. For example, they've not mentioned it here, I don't believe, but they have. No, it's not this, but they have also changed it so the character select screen is much more accessible. So when you click on, I think it's the icon for Goku from Super will be Super Saiyan Blue Goku, and they can pick from there. Like another small menu comes up of every form of Goku from Super. So base form, Super Saiyan 1, God, and Blue. Yeah, and then you got Ultra Instinct as a separate slot. Same thing for Frieza from Dragon Ball Z, where you click on him, and then another small menu comes up, or small selection screen comes up, and it's that there. So yeah, that's good. Like, they are making it a bit better. And also Super Gogeta from the Fusion Reborn movie specifically, he has had his like shader change, so it resembles him more so from the movie rather than I guess like the default version in like the default shading, I guess. So those two things have happened there which aren't here. I'm guessing there's gonna be some other things that we'll see when the update comes out. So yeah, with that said, thank you all for watching. I do hope you enjoyed it. The update, again, the time the update will come out is this here. CET is Central European Time, in case you don't know. Like I said at the start, so I don't know what your time zone is. Just Google what 9 AM CET is in your time zone, and that's when maintenance will start, and I'm assuming that's when the update will drop. It might drop a little bit earlier. We'll have to wait and see. Thank you all for watching. I do hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next Dragon Ball Sparking Zero video.